Welcome to Pudding with Pops. I'm Pops. Alright, let's get going with our Marvel Advent calendar. Today is the 18th. There we go. 18th. And let's see what Marvel has in store for us today. Reptile Rampage. A giant reptile is on the rampage in New York City. Can Spider-Man stop the lawless lizard before he causes devastation? Oh yeah, there's Spider-Man. Didn't see Spider-Man there at first myself. All right, Reptile Rampage. Oh, a little different picture there. Picture of Petey. All right. Dr. Curtis Connor, also known as the Lizard, was in trouble. Peter Parker knew it as soon as he saw the picture of the lizard splashed across the front page of the Daily Bugle. Peter also knew that his boss, J. Jonah Jameson, would be mad that Peter hadn't delivered exclusive pictures of the lizard. As soon as Peter walked into the Daily Bugle, J. Jonah Jameson called him into his office. "Parker, the lizard is on the loose, and I need pictures," he demanded. "I want a shot from the front page, for the front page, and I also want a picture of Spider-Man fighting the lizard." "I'm your man. I'll get those shots," Peter told his boss. Meanwhile, Dr. Connor's wife, Martha, was very upset. She had noticed her husband mixing up a strange formula earlier that week. She knew that he was trying to create a serum that would help him grow back his missing arm, but she also knew that it came with a serious side effect. It turned Dr. Connors into an evil villain called the Lizard. Spider-Man found Martha Connors sitting on her porch looking at a picture of her husband. "I wish he didn't care about growing back that arm," she said, looking at Spider-Man with concern. "Don't worry, I'll find him," Spidey reassured her. "Please hurry," Mrs. Connors said. "You need to bring him to the lab and feed him the antidote." "Got it. He won't be a lawless lizard much longer. He'll soon be back to being good old Dr. Connors." Spidey searched through New York City, high and low. Finally, he spotted the lizard and chased him into an ice cream parlor, hoping to lock the cold-blooded beast in a freezer to diminish his strength. Unfortunately for Peter, the lizard escaped. "I'm not a fan of frozen treats," the lizard hissed at Spidey. "If you try to run from me, you're going to be on a rocky road," Spidey taunted. The lizard stomped through the streets, leaving a trail of destruction, crushing car windows and damaging storefronts. Spider-Man followed the lizard as he scaled the side of the building where Dr. Connors kept his lab. "Once you go in there, I can promise you're not coming out," Spider called to the angry beast. The lizard tried to knock Spidey down with his powerful tail, and his roar echoed through the city. People came out from surrounding buildings and crowded around to see the excitement. Spider-Man was going to save the day. Spider-Man found a window to climb through and made his way into the lab, grabbing the antidote. Suddenly, the lizard crashed through the door, followed by a group of angry reptiles. The lizard had given them something that let him completely control their minds. They were ready to attack. Spider-Man looked to his left and saw a giant snake slithering toward him. Spiders and snakes. Yikes! Spider-Man shouted as the monstrous snake coiled itself around his leg. Spidey quickly fired webs at the lizard as more and more reptiles began to attack. The lizard dodged Spider-Man's webs and swung his enormous tail. Spidey flew through the air, crashing straight into the lab table, but Spider-Man kept firing his webs as he struggled to fight both the lizard and the cold-blooded friends. Spider-Man was in full battle mode with the reptiles when the lizard threw a desk at him. Whoa, bad lizard, Spidey called out. Dr. Connors, do you realize what you're doing? You have to stop the lizard. But it was pointless. Dr. Connors had no control once the lizard was unleashed. There was no use reasoning with a monster. As they fought, Spidey paused to locate the antidote. The lizard used this opportunity to unleash his final attack. He ordered the reptiles to hold Spidey down, then struck the web slinger over and over. Spider-Man fought back hard, making sure not to bump into the antidote. Finally, Spidey broke free, made a grab for the antidote, and poured it into the lizard's open jaws. Go, Spidey. Within seconds, the lizard began to morph until he slowly became Dr. Connors again. Spider-Man was relieved to see the doctor's familiar face. Wow, what happened? Dr. Connors asked in a daze. It's a long story, Spidey sighed. Soon, Martha Connors had her husband back, and J. Jonah Jameson had his front page spread. Everyone was happy. That night, Peter came home to one of Aunt May's amazing home-cooked meals. How was your day? She asked. Peter didn't even know where to begin. Aunt May didn't know Peter was Spider-Man, and he certainly couldn't tell her about his fight with the lizard. Don't forget to save room for dessert, Aunt May said as Peter finished his dinner. I picked up a pint of ice cream. Your favorite, Rocky Road. One more picture of spiders and snakes. All right. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next time.